I need to get the gun. I left it in the closet at home.
A few moments later.
Battery. It's probably crazy to write anything here, but I'll try. There is no choice. One hell. I don't remember how much time has passed. I had an ordinary, unremarkable life, family, neighbors, school. One day I woke up in an empty apartment. Something happened that could only be thought of in the worst nightmare. Outside the window was a gray rain. At that moment I knew nothing about this phenomenon. The parents were not at home. I don't even know where they went that day. Going out into the street, a terrible picture appeared in front of me. Everything was in smoke. Somewhere houses were burning. Somewhere cars and small structures. It seemed that the end of the world had come. Like a movie. A lot of time has passed since that day. It's probably crazy to write. But this is no longer very pleasant. How did you get here? The barrel is in place, so no one came. Home sweet home, the safest place. How long have I been putting things in order here? People have disappeared. It looked worse than the most sophisticated filmmakers could imagine. In one night, people turned into monsters. Or rather, some of them. Others just melted like acid. I then wandered the streets of the city for a long time, hoping that I would find at least someone alive. There was acrid smoke everywhere, because of which the streets were not visible. You had to look into every open house. Sometimes it seemed that I was not alone, but whenever I discovered any sound, it was animals or monsters. I have never met an ordinary person. An excellent receiver. I always turn it on when I go to town. I have not yet rested to hit the road again. Doesn't fit. We need a scrap. Near the gate, I noticed a dangerous branch. We ought to destroy it. A branch of dangerous plants that has long lived in this place. Periodically catches birds and small animals. These things do not move and, as a rule, always sit in one place. I think these are some kind of mutant plants. When I was cleaning this area, I decided not to touch it. It was thought that he could serve as a good protection from predatory animals. So, this comrade acquired the name Simeon. Simeon is firmly held by the roots, not what I am. Simeon is firmly held by the roots, not what I am. The tank is filled. That's better. Semyon is firmly held by the roots, not what I am. I have not yet rested to hit the road again. It is quite difficult to find good housing in the city. Very quickly, after the disappearance of people, the electricity went out. The concrete high-rise buildings are extremely cold at night, empty, and nothing can warm them up. But the wooden house is very good in this regard. It is easy to keep it warm, and there is also water nearby. For me, the city is now a zone of hunting and obtaining food and electricity. Shops, pharmacies, everything is worth it. It is gathering dust, and inside there's enough of what you can profit from. The flashlight remained in the village. You can light the road with a torch. All well rested. We need to get ready for the road. Before driving, you need to open the gate. Need a crowbar. It's time to go. For the most part, I am very lucky that in cities there are many cars with full tanks. There are gas stations, supermarkets with an endless number of batteries, accumulators, generators. All this can be used to generate electricity. Unfortunately, many apartments remained closed from the inside, which made it impossible to release pits, and it is unrealistic. There are hundreds of thousands of them. Now there is a bad smell in many entrances. Someone, however, managed to get out through the windows. If possible, just beat them with stones to open the way for the animals outside. Something to do. The main thing is not to drive hard. There are a lot of stones. In the village, I left the things I had collected for the journey. We need to collect them. I need to make it before dawn. Since the day I got infected, I've watched tons of movies. Some were made scientifically, some were trash. But practically everywhere I saw people transmitting something on radio frequencies. It was necessary to find a receiver that could not only receive data, but also broadcast. From time to time I turned on the broadcast on different waves, talked about myself, said what frequency I was listening to, and that I was really looking forward to an answer. I do not know what I experienced at the moment when the receiver gave out words through the noise. I had to stop, frantically grab the diary and write down the coordinates. From the speakers, a female voice dictated landmarks where the bunker was located, in which people were hiding. At that moment I started my journey. I have been preparing for this path for a long time. You'll need to pick up your things and move on. Strange. Flashlight on. I have to go to the vault. Now I can carry more things. The door is open. Someone has been here. Probably a bear. Replace the battery. Someone gutted everything. I hope nothing important has been dragged away. I need to get the gun. I left it in the closet at home. My things seem to be at number 11. You need to pick up your things and move on. I left them in a house with a sign. Replace the battery. Replace the battery. I went on the road at night to arrive at the bunker in the morning. I had to spend quite a lot of time at the entrance. Better it will be the day. I don't want to stay in an unfamiliar place for the night. When I got there, I carefully studied the situation. A large massive wall. Everything around looks abandoned. Strange things crawled near the wall, like human hands with pincers. An unpleasant sight. I could not open the entrance behind the wall, but I saw a couple of options on how to get over with the help of the scaffolding. True. First you need to better examine everything and find out if there is electricity outside. You need to look for something useful that might come in handy. You need to be careful and attentive.
I'm an icon, man. And my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in a bed.